Is William Shatner going to return as Captain James T. Kirk? It's been rumored many times over the years. There has been attempts to bring him back in one form or another. There was even a story on Star Trek Enterprise, and I covered the original idea. In season 4 of Enterprise, the Mirror Universe story was actually going to focus on Tiberius, the Mirror Universe version, and William Shatner was... The plan was to bring him back. That didn't work out. We ended up getting the two-parter In a Mirror Darkly. 2 great episodes of Enterprise, incidentally. But I want to talk about this. This is from trekmovie.com. William Shatner hints at one more return to Star Trek as James T. Kirk. The idea of William Shatner returning to the role of James T. Kirk has been a hot topic since his version of the character was killed off in the 1994 film Star Trek Generations. There have been a variety of attempts to bring him back, but none have panned out. Even as he has moved into his 90s, the actor has made it clear that if the stars were to align, he is ready to return to the final frontier. And just this weekend, he indicated that there has been some discussion of just that. Shatner expecting a new pitch. William Shatner is in Vancouver, BC this weekend as a headlining guest of Fan Expo Vancouver. The direct staff member Jennifer McDonough reported from his panel that the 93-year-old actor had been contacted by a writer on one of Paramount's currently in development Star Trek series. Shatner is quoted as saying, well, in that case, that will be Star Trek Starfleet Academy, if it's in development. Right? Unless there's another Star Trek series in development that I'm not aware of. The quote is, I have been asked to come back as Kirk so many times. If Kirk is going to come back, it has to mean something. It has to be the show. But I was so impressed by this writer. So I said, let's talk after I'm done in Vancouver. So I'm awaiting a pitch to make it the show. It should come on Monday or Tuesday. And he said on X on the 25th of February, well, I don't know if you heard. I've been approached to resurrect Kirk. It's all still up in the air, or is it buried under some rocks? Whichever the case, I'm waiting to hear what the folks at Paramount have to say. Well, we did recently see William Shatner return, kind of, at least his face, his likeness, his digital likeness, in the Otoy Roddenberry archive film Unification, in which the actor Sam Witwer served as a body double with a digital likeness placed on his face. Is very sophisticated. And it was very convincing and very emotional, and it worked really well. We also saw the late Leonard Nimoy appear in that. The actor Lawrence Selleck portrayed him. Again, a digital likeness was used. So Shatner's Kirk was brought back in a post-Generations piece, this short movie, in which Kirk is, I guess, in the afterlife. Which is kind of odd, because in that movie, Saavik is there, and her son. Why are they in the afterlife? Does that mean they're dead as well? Why? That's strange. Unless it wasn't the afterlife. I don't know. Is Kirk dead or not? I'm not sure. I'm not sure now. I don't know what to think. But Unification was very impressive. A brilliant technical achievement. Now, he could be brought back somehow on Star Trek Strange New Worlds. I guess. But, and how are they going to do it? You know, is it going to be William Shatner playing an old Kirk in some sort of, I don't know, parallel universe, road not taken, alternate reality or something? Is he going to be playing Tiberius, perhaps? Or something else? Is he going to be de-aged? You know, I mean, some people say he's too old to come back, but it's William Shatner. I mean, the guy just doesn't seem to age. I mean, he's an absolute inspiration. I mean, he's been an old man for quite a long while. I mean, he's 93 now. And he just doesn't seem to age. You know, really, he's like a guy in his 60s. He's so much energy. He's so much life. I mean, he is very inspirational in that respect. And I really admire him. He's gone into space, for God's sake. So he's very impressive. And yes, I'm sure he could do some sort of walk-on role and really do it justice. And I think he probably could play Kirk in some capacity. As to what that's going to be, we can only speculate. Is it going to happen? I don't know. I mean, this could just be a pitch and it could fizzle out and come to nothing. I think some of the best stories involving the return of Kirk were the books that he wrote. I mean, look, Judith and Garfield Reeves Stevens wrote the books. He's obviously sat down with them and gave them his ideas, but they were great. The Return, the Ashes of Eden. There's several of these novels that are really, I mean, they're very fan servicey as well, but they are very enjoyable, and some of them would have made for great movies. And I believe there was a pitch for one of them to become a movie. It obviously never happened. But as to how they're going to accomplish this, presumably they have a clever techno-babbly, timey-wimey explanation. And look, if it works, it works. Yeah, I mean, the core is, if for nothing else, it would be a huge event for Star Trek. I mean, longtime fans will come back in their droves to see Shatner reprise such an iconic role, such an important role in science fiction. And if he's able to do it, it could be wonderful. And hopefully it does the character justice. Because when you bring such an important character back like that, look, I've made peace with Kirk's death. It's been a long time ago now. To me, it could have been worse, I suppose. It wasn't a great death, but he did die a hero. Admittedly, he should have died on the bridge of a starship and not with a bridge on top of him. But still, it's a long time ago. There's been a lot of, I was going to say there was a lot of water under the bridge since then, but it's more like Kirk under the bridge. But anyway, some people obviously are going to say he's too old. He shouldn't do it. But if he's up for it, if he's enthusiastic about it, if he's able to do it, and if the story is good, why not? Why not? I say go for it. Absolutely. It'd be amazing. But we'll see. There's been talk. This kind of talk has happened many times over the years, and it's just been talk. So let's see what happens. I'm looking forward to your comments below. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.